Greetings to everybody. How are you today? How's the visual? How's the audio? Is everything working okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be here for 1 hour to answer your questions. If you have any, send them in now. And please let me know where you come from also, if this is your first time. So far, I haven't seen any reply yet. Are you listening? Can you hear me okay? Okay, here we come. First one is Felicia Chan, Satu. Pat Mabel, Satu. Chonburi MTR. Are you bored? Shuling Lim. I presume that the audio is good. You can hear me okay. Today is a Sunday, April the 11th, about 12:08 in Thailand. So let me see any question yet. Siti Kusuma. Okay. Sound is okay? Can you hear me all right? Check link 10. Greetings from Vancouver. Dear Ajahn, audio and video is good. Thank you. How are you? It must be Saturday night for you. About 10 o'clock. Sini Chitta Namaskaran ka. Sound and picture are good and clear. Thank you. From Celeste Lau. Good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. If it is good afternoon, it must be in Malaysia or in Singapore. From Chamnan, Suchart, Satu. From Ayubot, how to be happy when your close friends betray you and lie around you. You just have to ignore them and accept that this is part of life. You have good people and bad people around. You cannot make them all good. But you can make yourself happy by accepting this fact. You cannot change people or make people good. They have to be what they are. It's like the weather. Sometimes it rains, sometimes it shines. So you can be happy whether it's rain or shine. So you can be happy whether you have good or bad people around you. What happened to the question? I guess it disappeared. Okay. From Czech Lintan, we are doing well, Ajahn, keeping the 8 precepts today. Very good. you are developing your mind to a higher level by keeping the 8 precepts as comparing to the 5 precepts. The 5 precepts will prevent you from going to the undesirable realm of existence. Keeping the 8 precepts will support your mind to go up to the Brahma realm if you can practice meditation and achieve jhana. Yu Chin Go, Ajahn from Singapore. Thank you. Okay. Si Mei, Satu, Satu. Silas Lau, may I know how do we manage our emotion when we are being accused of what we have not done? When this happens, automatically anger arises. That's because you expect people to say the truth or say good things about you. When they don't do, you get angry. So you should change your attitude toward people. Just expect anything. They can say the truth or they can say falsehood. They can say nice things to you or they can say bad things to you. You cannot control them or force them to say the truth or be nice to you all the time. Once you have no expectation, then you will not have anger. Chaturong Chu Si, Satu Ajahn. Thank you. Tony L. Tran. Hello Ajahn, is it possible to reach a Sotapanna stage without experiencing the cessation of feeling and perception or contacting the Nibbana element? Well, to be a Sotapanna, you have to have the realization that the 5 khandha is not you, and you can let go of your attachment to your 5 khandha, namely the body and feeling. You can let the body get old, get sick or die without having any fear or sorrow. Question from Jonathan E. Pisco, Eastern USA. Question number 1. Does an apology lessen the karmic effects of a moment of frustration or misunderstanding? No, it doesn't. Or does it just create new karmic effects? It doesn't create new karmic effects. What it will do is to make you try to do better next time, knowing that you have done something wrong, and that you want to be sure that the next time you won't repeat the same mistake. How can we ensure that we maintain good habits? After we begin doing them, the tendency is to become lax. You have to be mindful with every action, so you know every time when you are about to do any action, then you can control your action. If it is good action, you go ahead and do it. If it is bad action, you stop it from doing. You have to have mindfulness and wisdom. The ability to differentiate good and bad, right and wrong, is wisdom. While mindfulness is the ability to stop the mind or to let it go forward. Question number 3. As lay people, when we meditate, our mind feels hot through contact with the world. through stress generated by responsibilities and worries. When it comes time to meditate, the mind and body feel unsettled, and the recollection of certain thoughts feel disturbing. How can we find the strength to overcome these obstacles with consistencies? In what way can the Dhamma cool down the mind? Well, basically, you have to try to be mindful all the time during the time before you meditate, so you can maintain a certain coolness of mind, so that when you meditate, you can then calm the mind down easily and quickly. So the training yourself in mindfulness all the time is very essential, very important. You should not overlook. Try to recite a mantra as much as possible when you don't have to think about things that you have to think. Just keep reciting the mantra, it will cool your mind down. From Kema Jenny, Namaskaran Yong Po. From Hong A Yong, how long Venerable Sir become monk and how old are Venerable Sir? I am 73 years old now. Was born in 1947. I became a monk in 1975. Yes, 1975. So I'm about 46 years as a monk. 46 years as a monk. 73 years old and 46 years as a monk. From Chonburi, Singapore. What is Abhidhamma teaching about? Do we need to know about it? Abhidhamma is the teaching of the Buddha without having any story related to it. Just pure theory, like the Four Noble Truths, the three characteristics of existence, the five khandha, the Noble Eightfold Path. These are pure teaching without having any story around it. Not like the teaching in the sutta, in which each sutta will indicate the place and time where the Buddha gave his Dhamma talk, the circumstance under which he gave the Dhamma talk, for instance. So you can study the Abhidhamma or you can study the sutta. It's the same. I think, and you don't need to know much, really. All you need to know is just what the Four Noble Truths are, the three characteristics of existence, the Noble Eightfold Path. Just enough for you to get going, and you can study as you practice. Don't separate the study from the practice. Try to study and practice concurrently, about at the same time. You study how to meditate, then you go meditate. You study how to keep the precept, then you go keep the precept. You study how to give dana or charity, then you go give charity. This sort of thing. From Sa Kasama, Bangkok. I stay with my mom, and whenever we talk, we start fighting. I am afraid of the law of karma. What should I do to prevent or improve this kind of situation? Well, first of all, you would have to look at your mother as your superior, like your boss, because she raises you, she gave you birth. So you should treat on a pedestal, really, like a king or queen. And then it's not your duty to give your opinion to her. It's her duty to give her opinion to you. And if she doesn't ask you for your opinion, then you should not give her any opinion. You're supposed to be a receiver of her talk, not the reverse. You should not teach your mother. Let your mother teaches you. You are like a student. She is like a teacher. In this way, you will never argue with her, even though what she says might be wrong. But you don't have to follow what she tells you to do if it is wrong. But it's not polite to argue with your superior like your mother. From Ama Ayugwe, dear Ajahn, it is Ama from Australia. Hope you are keeping safe from dangers. Can you please explain how to overcome Silabbata Paramasa? Well, first of all, the word Silabbata has many different meanings in translation. Sometimes people they say attachment to rituals. Some explain as not knowing the law of karma, especially the keeping of the precept. A Sotapanna can see that breaking the law of karma, like breaking the precept, can only hurt himself or herself, can cause suffering both in the present and in the future. In the present, when you break the precept, you become more unhappy, even though you try to do things to make you happy when you're by doing some rituals or something. But this cannot get rid of your bad feelings. Your bad feeling arises from your bad action or from your desire for things that you cannot get. Like when you are sick and you want to be well. So you thought maybe you can go do some rituals to make you well, to make you feel good. But this is wrong view. So this is what Sila Pata Ralamatsa means. Is right view exactly the same as understanding of anatta, or is it broader than that? Thank you. Well, the understanding of anatta is the truth. See, everything that the mind comes into contact with, be it the body or the feelings, they are all anatta. There is no self in them. They are natural phenomena. One is physical, the body is physical, and the feeling is mental phenomena. That is not under anybody's control. It has causes that cause it to change and to disappear eventually. Question from Samanji, Sri Lanka. I am a journalist at Ceylon Daily News. My questions are: number one, how to develop mindfulness and metta mind. Mindfulness, you need to have a mindfulness object, such as your body, movement. Keep watching every movement of your body, action. Whatever you do, concentrate on what you do. That's what it means. Don't send your mind elsewhere. Like when you're brushing your teeth, you should just keep watching the brushing of your teeth by the body and not go thinking about other things. With metta, you want to be friendly to everybody. So when you meet people, you should smile, you should say hello. And if you have something to share to make people happy, share it with them. This is what being metta means. Also, not to hold a grudge. When somebody did something wrong to you, you should forgive them. This is also metta. And also, whatever you do, you must not hurt them, either physically or mentally. So this is what having metta means. Having a metta mind means goodwill toward all living beings. What role does one's juti citta play when individual's next birth is concerned? Well, the juti citta will connect itself to a new body. When it eventually come across an available body, then it will then connect to this physical body by sending the streams of vijnana or consciousness to attach to the 5 mental objects, mental organs of the body. If a person dies with a pure kusala citta, will he definitely get a good birth? It depends on the total summation of the good and the bad karma. They will be competing to take control of your mind. If your good karma is more than your bad karma, then your next birth will be a good birth. If your bad karma is more than your good karma, then your next birth will not be a good birth. What key factor will determine one's rebirth? Your karma, your good and bad karma. See, they are like your financial account. You have both debit and credit. If you have more debits than credit, then you are in the green. If you have more credits than debit, then you're in the red. Same way with good and bad karma. From Rangsa JW, dear Ajahn, if we use kasin for meditation, what the meaning of color? As I just hear someone said that if we see the red color, it means that we are not calm yet, and color should blue or green. Anyway, I prefer use Bhutto. No, the color is the object of your meditation. You can choose the color you want. You can choose red, green, or yellow as your object of meditation, like you choose the mantra Bhutto or your breath. If you choose color, then you have to visualize the color in your mind. If you choose green, then you have to, when you close your eyes, you have to visualize the green color appearing in your mind, for instance. It doesn't mean anything, whether it's green, red, or yellow. It's just an object of meditation like Bhutto or the breath. To focus your mind, to stop your mind from thinking. That's the purpose of all meditation object. To calm your mind, to concentrate your mind into jhana. Question number 3 from Samanji, Sri Lanka. As the Buddha said, what we experience in this lifetime results from what we ourselves created in the past. Can we overcome all our bad karma by engaging in good deeds? In this birth, see, some of our experiences are the result of our past good or bad karmas. But they don't determine what your present karma will be. You are the one who can choose the karma that you want to make, good or bad karma. Your bad karma will eventually, once it has show its consequences, it will then disappear from your mind. What is the best way to practice Buddhism? The Buddha taught us to do 3 actions. 1, to avoid doing bad karma. 2, do only good karma. 3, purify the mind. Get rid of the defilements such as the greed, hatred, and delusion in the mind. Purify the mind by the practice of meditation. From Sally Chi, Sadhu, Sadhu. From Huang A Yong, is Ajahn practice vipassana meditation with seeing breath in and out or see the stomach rising and falling? No, it is a practice of samatha bhavana or meditation for calm by just using the breath at the tip of the nose or at the stomach as the point of focus, just to be aware of the rising and falling of the stomach or the coming and out of the breath at the tip of the nose. This is mindfulness, not vipassana. Chang Chi Chan, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Phoebe Sang, dear Venerable Ajahn, I am very happy to see you online. Thank you for teaching and inspiring us. You're welcome. I'm happy to hear from you also. Hope you are well and happy. Kim H. Chua, greetings from Kwantan, Ajahn. Greeting to you. Panapan, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Oi Po Hua, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Question number 5 from Samanji, Sri Lanka. Thousands of people fell prey to COVID-19. At the moment, over 2 million people have died. Are these people destined to die at this particular moment? Is it their karma? Well, it is the karma to die. For every birth there is death. But as far as when and where, that depends on the circumstances that they happen to be in. So those people who die just happen to have the right conditions for them to die. So they die. For those who are still alive, it means they don't have the right condition for them to die yet. But eventually they will find the right condition for them to die sooner or later. Everybody will have to die. Lim Fek Suat, Sadhu, Sadhu. From Irene Uy, good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. From Huang A Yong, can Ajahn share about experience of vipassana meditation for beginner meditator? Vipassana means to see the truth of the existence, to see that life is impermanent. Like once you are born, you will have to get old, get sick and die. This is vipassana. If you truly see that life is anicca and anatta, not under your control, and then you can let go of your attachment to life, then you will experience the liberation from suffering by the practice of vipassana, by seeing the truth of anicca, anatta of life. Question number 6 from Samanji, Sri Lanka. It is said that the highest form of birth is to be born as a human being. However, it is commonly believed that devas are above humans, and human beings are in the habit of praying for gods to achieve mental benefits, to cure illness, etc. Are devas truly more powerful than us? No, deva cannot do anything for us. We cannot pray to devas and expect them to do something for us. When they say human birth is the highest form, it means it's the best form for enlightenment. It's the best form to receive the teaching of the Buddha. If there is a Buddha around, or his noble disciples, then for a human, he has the chance to become enlightened, to be liberated from the rounds of existence, to be liberated from aging, sickness, and death forever. Deva is harder to achieve enlightenment because they need someone who can communicate with them, either the Buddha or his noble disciples. And not all of the noble disciples can connect with the devas. So it's better to become a human being than a deva as far as becoming enlightened is concerned. From the Rukshi, Oluni, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. From Chi Chien Chuan, Dear Ajahn, long time no see. Hope you are doing well. Recently I felt bad because I am going reverse of the true Buddhism way. I start to buy amulets to make me happy. After that I felt angry with myself for not doing the right thing. I am very depressed nowadays. What should I do? You should just go back to your old ways, to the way that make you happy. Instead of buying amulets, give your money to charity. This will make you happy. If you have amulets right now, give them away. Or if anybody wants to buy it from you, you can buy it, sell it, and then give the money you sell amulet to charity. Or better, just throw the amulets or leave the amulets alone, and then come back to the true teaching of the Buddha, which comprises of dana, charity, sila, keeping the precept, and bhavana, the practice of meditation. Then you will feel good again. Phoebe sang, I find that if I am not busy with an activity like meditation or work, I can become restless and negative. Is it okay to keep myself busy in order to avoid falling into these states, or should I contemplate them? No, you should either work or meditate. When you work, you should work with mindfulness to stop your mind from thinking. This way will make your mind calmer and less restless. If you know how to contemplate to calm your mind, you can do that also. Contemplate on the three characteristics of existence. Contemplate on anicca, impermanent, or anatta, being things are all natural processes. You cannot force them or control them. Then you will then let go of your attachment and your desire to change them. Then this way it will make you feel calm and peaceful and happy. From Chin Li Ching, recently heard a bit condition arising entities of 5 aggregates. Understanding arose. This morning there, don't know what happened. There was negative thought but mind didn't react. Is that normal? Thanks. If your mind don't react, this is good. If your mind react, then this is bad. The goal is to train your mind to remain not reacting to anything that comes across. Just be merely knowing, good or bad, they come and go. You cannot control them. You cannot force them to be good or bad. So the best thing for the mind is to just be merely knowing and not reacting. Should you have to react, then you react with rationality, with reason, with whether it is essential or important for you to react, but not with emotion. React with wisdom. From Kenny Lee, dear Ajahn, for breathing meditation, can breath in through the nose and breath out from the mouth. Thank you and greeting from Malaysia. No, you should breathe normally. You don't force your breath to come in the nose and go out in your mouth. Just leave the breath alone. Normally you breathe in and out through your nose. So let it be that way. Just keep watching the breath coming in and going out. Don't control or force your breath. This will make your mind active. What you want to do is to make your mind inactive. So in order for it to be inactive, it has to be watching something. That's all. Just be merely knowing. This is the natural state of the mind in repose. Merely knowing. From Leonard say, no question from me, but I learned from the answer you gave to those who have. May Ajahn be well and healthy. Thank you. Reply from Huang Ayong to Shi, because you listen to Dhamma and associate with people selling amulet. From the BT, Namaskar Ajahn. From Lisa Rabinowitz from Israel. My dog is very, very old and can't walk. She is dying. Is euthanasia breaking my sila? Yes, because you are taking the life of someone. You should let the life process end by itself. Since there is nobody in the body, the dog, the mind of the dog isn't the body of the dog. So the mind of the dog doesn't have anything to do with the body. Killing the body will not solve the dog's problem. You don't know whether the dog is happy or not happy. Some mind can be happy even when it is about to die. So it's better to leave the situation to its individual mind to decide what to do with its own body, how to deal with its own body. If it's smart, it will learn how to let go of its attachment to the body. Then it can become enlightened and become safe from pain and suffering. But by killing the body just doesn't solve the problem. The mind still have the same old problem. When in the next lifetime it will then have to face the same problem. But if the mind knows that this is the time to take the test to deal with the truth of the Dhamma, the Four Noble Truths, that life is impermanent, And the way not to be suffering from this is to let go of its attachment to life, to the body. Question number 7 from Samanji, Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka, Bodhi Puja, paying homage to the Bodhi tree, is a common ritual practiced by the Buddhists in order to invoke a blessing on oneself or others. Some view such acts with scorn. What is your view of Buddhist Bodhi Puja concept? The concept of paying respect to the Bodhi tree is really to remind us of the enlightenment of the Buddha. That's what it all means. All point to the Buddha, so that we don't forget that once upon a time, a few thousand years before, there was a person sitting under the Bodhi tree and became enlightened, became free from suffering forever. That's the purpose of paying respect to the Bodhi tree, to recollect of the Buddha's enlightenment. And once you have recollect the enlightenment of the Buddha, it will then inspire you to become enlightened. So then you will study the teaching of the Buddha to see the way to become enlightened. Then you will then start to practice the teaching of the Buddha in order for you to become enlightened. Huang Ayong, how long per day to practice meditation, at least to attain jhana? Well, all day long if it's possible. From your wake all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Oika, Satu, Satu. Paul Ling Soon, do human can rebirth become insect? From Penang, Malaysia. Yes, if you're bad karma, if you have more bad karma than good karma, then your next birth can be of animals. From the Lukshi or Luni, Pante, at what point does one should go to second jhana? There is no point to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. The jhana will go automatically, like the automatic transmission in the automobile. All you have to do is just maintain mindfulness with your meditation object, and then the jhana will come accordingly, depending on the strength of your mindfulness. The stronger the strength, the easier for you to go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. If your mindfulness is not strong, you might not be able to go to the second, third, or fourth level. So just concentrate on your meditation object, whether it's a mantra like Bhutto or watching your breath at the tip of your nose. That's all you need to do. Then the jhanas will come automatically by themselves, depending on the continuity of your mindfulness. If your mindfulness keeps being continuous, then the jhana will develop gradually, will develop accordingly, one after the other. From Jinilipur, good afternoon, Mahajan. I am Jinilipur from Sri Lanka, Malaysia. Satu, Satu. Okay. Question number 8 from Samanji, Sri Lanka. When practicing meditation, laymen often find it little hard to stay focused. How to stay focused on meditation or on what we are doing. How to tame one's monkey mind. You have to train your mind with mindfulness. From the time you get up to the time you go to sleep, you should take control of the mind right away as soon as you wake up, by forcing the mind to concentrate on the body movement. To keep watching what the body is doing. keep reciting a mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. Then you will stay focused. And when you meditate, you'll calm your mind easily. Mindfulness is the key here. Be mindful of your body movement, or be mindful of a mantra, such as Bhutto, Bhutto. Just keep training yourself in mindfulness all the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Then you will have continuous mindfulness. And when you sit and meditate, you can calm your mind and tame the monkey in the mind. How is stage practice samatha, then continues to practice vipassana from Paul Ling Soon? Actually, the two practices of samatha and vipassana are actually separated. When you practice samatha, you want to attain ubekkha, calm, peaceful, and happiness. You don't want to do any vipassana when you do samatha. Only after you finish with your samatha session and you want to do your vipassana, then you start to contemplate on the three characteristics of existence, anicca, dukkha, anatta. You have to do them separately, not together. From end up view, how do we deal with ants in the kitchen? They are really hard to deal with without killing them. You can go find out where they come from, how they enter the house, and then you can block them at the entrance. There must be a way that they come in and go out of the house. So if you can trace their path, then you can block their path with some chemical that when they come across, they will then be repelled. Or you can build a moat around your house. That's what monks do with their houses. They build a moat around the house to prevent the ant from coming into the house. From Monica Chen, good afternoon, Ajahn. Greeting from Sin Yi and Monica Chen, Johor Bahru, Malaysia. My question for today, nowadays, we spend a lot of time fixing our body by taking precautions and seeking treatments. How can we remain calm and not be too attached to the body by contemplating on the anatta nature of the body? That is, sometimes you can take care of your body and sometimes you will not be able to do so. So only do what you can, and when you cannot do, then you have to let go, let it happen. If the body, you can still look after it with food and medicine, do it. But if you cannot maintain your body to keep it going and it just want to die, then you will have to let go. You have to accept the truth, the fact that the body will eventually has to come to cessation one day. From Gig Bratwurst, dear Prajan, I am very glad seeing you online. This motivates me a lot to practice meditation. Please stay safe and healthy, Vilasini. Thank you. Good to hear from you. Keep practicing the Dhamma. It will protect you from any forms of suffering, mental sufferings. From Pauline Soon, my stage process of meditation's mind has stayed in a point. Stay in breathing naturally, body feeling pain and feeling flat. May Ajahn comment? Just try to keep the mind more concentrated. Just keep watching your meditation object to the point where it will become one, alone by itself. As long as you still can feel the feeling, keep the mind from reacting by concentrating on your meditation object. From Suchart, Ajahn Namo Buddhaya. Is it true that if one spends too much time in performing services in Buddhist center, this can affect one's difficulty in concentration during meditation? No, it depends on how you perform your services. If you perform your services with mindfulness, this will not affect your. This will not be cause you any difficulty when you meditate. So you have to work with mindfulness, and then when you meditate, you find that you have enough mindfulness to meditate, to calm your mind down. But if you find that you cannot train yourself with mindfulness when you do services, then you should stop doing the services and then go seek seclusion, and then try to train yourself with mindfulness, which will be easier when you're alone than when you're working with somebody else. From Shio Sham, Ajahn, is emptiness also an object in meditation? I don't know what you want to call it. It is emptiness. There's nothing. The mind resides alone by itself. That's what is called emptiness. Whether you call it anything is not important. The point is to get there, to get to emptiness. I am Sujata from Malaysia. How are you? Thank you for coming in and joining our conversation. Pimjan, Satu, Satu. Polling soon. This morning I asked my son to support the family. He still said he is going to die. What should I advise him? I don't know. I don't know what you want to advise him. If he wants to die, that's his business. From Tony Romero. Hi Tony, from Las Vegas. Hello Ajahn, how are you? I have a question. My question is, for some reason, I can only memorize the 9 supreme virtues of the Buddha. I have trouble memorizing anything else. It stands out above other chants. I feel like it's the only useful thing for me to keep my mind focused and aware. I sense a lot of energy in this. What's the best way to use this? Or am I thinking of this wrongly? Thank you. Your ability to chant this quality of the Buddha will keep you, will make you mindful. When you are mindful, you will feel strong and energetic. So it's the good way. What's the best way to use this? You use it to meditate. Once you have a focused mind, then you should sit down and close your eyes and then focus on your breath. If you cannot yet focus on your breath, then you should continue on chanting the qualities of the Buddha until you find that your mind is focused enough to watch your breath. Then you just keep watching your breath in order for your mind to be completely calm and happy. You are doing the right thing, going the right way. Keep chanting these Buddha qualities. It will give you strong mindfulness to meditate. From O Yin Nong, Satu Satu, Pauling soon, doing metta contemplation real. No, when you contemplate on metta, this is just training yourself to have metta. To be real, you have to apply it in your life. When you meet people, when you see somebody, you should show your friendliness by greetings or by smiling. If you have something to share with them, something good to share with them, share them, like money or things. And this is real. You have to have action, not just merely contemplating. Contemplation of metta can calm your mind. It's a form of mindfulness training, but it's not real metta Real metta is when you meet people and then you treat them nice and kind. From Yo SC, Sadhu, Sadhu. Lily Halim, I never met a teacher who understands the Dhamma so well. Thank you, Ajahn, Suchart, for your teaching. You are welcome. From Coco, Tavipat, Sadhu. From Andak Wu, thank you, Tanajan, you are welcome. Xiao Chang, Ajahn, what is for Itibat, meditation? The four Itibat are the four qualities that will give you the path to success. It's the path to success, Itibata. Chanta, Viriya, Citta, Vimamsa. These are the four mental qualities that you want to develop. Chanta means to have the desire to do good things. It's called chanta. Once you have the desire to do good things, then you will have the energy. Viriya is the energy. And you will have the mind focused on just doing the good thing and thinking only about the good thing. So once you have this four itibata, then you will be able to succeed in whatever you want to do, like doing good things. Okay, we have about 3 minutes left before we reach the 1 hour mark. So if you are typing your question now, please continue on typing. But if you are not, then please don't do it. You have to wait until the next meeting, because I will have to end this meeting pretty soon, in about 2.5 minutes. From Pauling soon, Vipassana practice is out from samatha. So is it using thinking to meaning of anicca, anatta only? After that, what will happen? Once you start to see that everything is anicca, anatta, then you stop attaching yourself to them. You don't, and stop relying on them to make you happy. You want to change your refuge from people and things to the practice of meditation, where you can become happy and peaceful. So this is the practice of vipassana, to see that everything is anicca, anatta, and will cause you dukkha if you rely on them. So if you don't want to have any dukkha, then you stop relying on them and relying on yourself, on your meditation instead, to make you happy. From Krishna Dalami, Wandami Bante, Sadhu, Sadhu. Monica Chen, thank you, Tanajan, for your Dhamma advice. Sadhu, Sadhu. Adeline Chen, Sadhu, Sadhu. Yu Xian Go, Ajahn, how to prevent our mind from scolding others unintentionally. It just comes suddenly. It's out of habit, out of lack of mindfulness. So you have to train yourself more with mindfulness, because with mindfulness you will be able to see your thoughts before you send them out verbally. If you have enough mindfulness, when you know you're about to scold someone, then you can stop it. So try to maintain yourself with mindfulness, train yourself in mindfulness. Then you will have the ability to stop your mind from doing bad things to other people. From Morris Trick, Anumodana Sadhu Ajahn Suchart Abhijato, thank you for your fruitful teaching. You're welcome. Happy to hear from you again. Are you working today? Pauling soon. This Dhamma Ajahn teaches us are grateful. Blessing may Ajahn get this merit to enter Nirvana. Thank you. Suvo. Sadhu, Sadhu. Alfredo Vilela. Hi Bante. The life of happiness. Mando with breath by Ajahn Lee Dhammataro is very good. What do you think about? If it's good for you, then it must be good. Do it if you find it useful, make you peaceful, calm, and happy. From JJ Tan, how do I feel less fearful about my financial future? By trying not to rely yourself so much on your financial source. Try to live frugally. Uh, try to rely on your meditation practice for happiness rather than on money to make you happy. Then you will not feel fearful when you don't have enough money. So rely on yourself by meditation. Then you have a more reliable source of happiness and peace and security. If you rely on money, it is not secure and it can disappear and can cause you a lot of stress. So try to rely less on money and rely more on your meditation practice. From Alfredo Villela, happiness mind with breath. Yes, calling soon, practicing chanting any goodness in turn of achieving Buddhist goal. Yes, it's a form of developing mindfulness before you meditate. Maybe sadhu sadhu, calling soon sadhu to Ajahn. Kwan Patum Napa sadhu, Xiao Shang Ajahn. Is it practice for Itibadat? Meditation can prolong one life. Yes, accordingly, if you have this quality, it will keep your mind calm, peaceful, and happy. And a peaceful and calm mind will then support the life of the body to exist longer. From Jinilin 4, thank you for sharing your Dhamma and advice for today, Mahajan. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu from Rana. Sheikh Lingtan, deep gratitude and appreciation to you, dear Tanajan, for another absolutely inspiring and incredible Dhamma teaching session. You're welcome. Please keep on practicing, keeping the 8 precepts and do meditation. From Sami Riachi, thank you for helping us, Tanajan. You're welcome. Mail on meditation, thank you so much, Tanajan, for your time. Pauline soon, great gratitude to Ajahn. Metalu, thank you very much, Ajahn. You're welcome. Jasmine Teo, ST. Xiao Chang, thank you, Ajahn, for your teaching. My meditation improved because of Ajahn teaching. I'm very happy to hear that. I hope you keep improving in your meditation. Hi, Eng Yu. Is it possible to stop thinking? Yes, with strong mindfulness, you will be able to stop your thinking temporarily, but not permanently. From Tan Kim Fong, Sadhu, Sadhu. Well, that's about it. Thank you very much for participating in this Q&A session for today. I hope that you have learned something and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe and stay mindful. I'll see you again the next time. Goodbye for now.